Hello friends, Those Back Pages here. I hope you're well. Tonight, we talk about Tops, and how they don't care about you. Same could be said for Panini, Alberdeck, Leaf, anybody in the card hobby that is making product that we buy. They do not care. They prove it time and time again. The latest example, about 3 weeks ago now, Topps released 2022 Topps Chrome Baseball. They announced, hey, it's early. It had gotten pushed back until November, but they were releasing it in September. They released a checklist, cards numbered 1 to 225, with cards number 221 to 225 being extended short prints, or ESPs, with no distribution odds given on those. And those featured the first Topps Chrome appearances of Bobby Wood Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Spencer Torkelson, I think O'Neal Cruz, and maybe Hunter Green. I can't remember who the last one was. So the checklist was released on a Wednesday. Product to be issued on Friday to the public. Friday came along. Topps.com, which for the most part now no longer offers free shipping on products they make. Interesting. So usually to ship one box is $10, and then there's tax on that, depending on where you live. So Topps.com, the product goes live. Blasters are $35. As we knew, a product called Topps Chrome Lite, Lite, which is a stripped down version of Topps Chrome Hobby. It's not hobby, but it's not retail. I believe those were $99.99, and then of course they had Topps Hobby, Topps Chrome Hobby boxes with 24 packs, 4 cards per pack, for a whopping $300. That's not a mistake. $300. Well, $299.99. Plus $10 plus tax. So here in New York, roughly $340 for 24 packs of Topps Chrome Baseball. Absurd. It is what it is, but that's absurd. Now, over the course of that week, distributors and stores and such, they had gotten their allotment, but they weren't allowed to sell it publicly until that Friday. So everyone on Friday started ripping group breakers and people going to their local card shops all started ripping. Friday night, no one had seen any of these ESPs, extended short prints, cards numbered 221 to 225 in the set. No one had seen one. Now, we're talking about a nationwide release. It's not like, you went down to your local card shop and a guy busted a case and didn't get any. Oh well. We're talking about hundreds, or not, if not more, cases open. No one had seen one. Saturday, all day. Anyone seen any of these ESPs? Nope. Saturday night. Nope. So everyone started chattering on the internet. Did Topps screw up again? Did they forget to include these ESPs, which are part of the checklist? Sunday, still no one had seen one. Monday, they made an announcement. No one expected them to say anything, kind of like they did with 2021 Bowman's Best and 2021 Bowman Heritage. But lo and behold, that Monday they came out with a statement. Due to some blah 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 BS crap, printing error or distribution, well, I don't even remember the wording of it. More lies. The last 5 cards in the set, the ESPs, 221 to 225, were accidentally not included in the Topps Chrome Jumbos or Topps Chrome Hobby. But there should be in the Topps Chrome light boxes, and they are not in the Topps Chrome Blasters. Now, mind you, this is 3 days after mass ripping. Literally hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on the product. And nothing. No one. So, in order to make up for this, Topps derived this plan. We're going to come out with 2022 Topps Chrome Silver packs. And I want to say I didn't watch it. They were actually. All right, let me back up. So, okay, if you bought a hobby box, you'll be getting. If you bought it through Topps, you'll be getting 1 silver pack. If you bought it from your local shop, keep your receipt, you'll get $1 silver pack. If you bought a jumbo box, which generally costs a little more than double the hobby box, you'll get 1 silver pack. We're sorry this happened, blah blah blah. Of course, the rest of the week people are pissed. You know, these are pretty significant first Topps Chromes. Thankfully, there are no rookies because all these main players were, except Cruz, were in 2021 Bowman's Best. So J. Rod and Bobby Witt Jr., Adley Rutschman, they were all in 21 Bowman's Best. So thankfully, as a rookie card collector, I was covered. So the week went by, you know, chatter calmed down. The following Friday, which is a week ago, last week, filming this Thursday night, I'll probably release it tonight. Chatter started coming around that the MLB store in New York City has this new product called Topps Chrome Logo Refractors, Logo Man, or something Logo Edition, with this new, you know, logo refractor that has the Topps Chrome refractor with logos strewn throughout the background of the player. You got 5 packs of base chrome and then 2 packs of this special logo chrome. And SRP was $50. So basically 2 of these packs were $50. So, you know, 2 weeks prior, they released Topps Chrome without the ESPs. Oh, and then they said, Topps says, oh, yeah. The ESPs are going to be in this logo Chrome product. And they're coming out with Cosmic Chrome later in the year or next year, who the heck knows. So, the ESPs are going to be in there. So, 2 weeks prior, when Topps bent over thousands of collectors and violated them in the bad place, all seem to be forgiven. Oh, we've got this awesome Logo Man refractor product, chrome product. That's amazing. Meanwhile, you just bent over 2 weeks earlier and took it from. Now, not everyone is seemingly, oh, it's all forgiven, but, you know, so many people make it seem like, all right, no big deal. We're making money on this product. I think it's currently going for $100 or It's $110 a box instead of $50, so you can make money there if that's your thing. And it just seems to be that's a thing for a lot of people. And this has me in a very, very bad mood about it. Here we are a week later. Just don't understand it, man. They're the only game in town, so you have to bend over and take it. It's disgusting. It has really, really turned me off to baseball cards. It's I was so angry, I was so upset with it, I put myself in a Twitter timeout for an entire day. And I even on the blowout forums, I said a word I shouldn't have, directed towards another member, and I was put in jail for 2 days. Blowout jail for 2 days. It didn't really help calm me down any. I kept collecting. It did make me realize, it did reinforce how much I love the hobby and what the hobby means to me. And I just can't stay quiet on these things. I can't. So in between, the Topps Chrome fiasco and the Topps Chrome logo release, a Walmart-only exclusive product that has been for years was released, Topps Gallery. And it seems like anything that comes out now is very popular and it gets gobbled up. Which is fine. But I saw a tweet that somebody had pulled something from the packs. And they had asked Topps, hey, what's this? And it was a Mona Lisa Topps Gallery. The famous Mona Lisa painting. Guess what? It had the rookie card logo on it. It's like, what the F is this? This is pathetic. You're making a mockery of this logo, which everyone seems to, in the new age of the hobby, seems to bow down and worship. Then I think a day later or so, I saw another famous painting, The Scream. Guess what? That had a rookie card logo on it. The Mona Lisa's evidently painted after a real person, and now you've got a painting of someone in distress, or however you interpret that painting, more of a fictitious, person with the logo on it. Stupid. Gets better. Next up, evidently there's 5 of them. I've only seen 3. Famous painting, Starry Night. Yep, rookie card logo on it. It's not even a frickin' person, but let's put the rookie card logo on it. This is officially killed the rookie card logo. The rookie card logo has never, ever been less relevant than it is right now. In fact, I personally am trying to stop using the phrase RC on my social media posts. Type out rookie card. Now there is a difference between rookie card and RC logo crap. Frank's Red Hot, they put that on everything. Inserts, paintings of non-humans, non-people. Starry Night with a rookie card logo on it. Mona Lisa, hundreds of years old, rookie card logo on it. They might think, oh, this is funny. No, it's crap. You're insulting the frickin' logo, which you've now deemed irrelevant. I've made some pickups, but not very many, because none of these are baseball. So I apologize if you're here for baseball. Have a great night. because there's no baseball here. Let's see, let's start with this one. Heck, and this is even a sticker, believe it or not. But I believe this is from 1973. It's Pink Floyd. Action shot of the band. Panini, made in Italy. So I went and picked that up from Germany. It took about a month to get here. It was 20 euros. I don't know if anyone grades those, but maybe someday. They have a Pink Floyd has a 73 Panini sticker that's costly in graded form, and more than I want to spend in raw form, so I don't own it. Next up, I've been looking at vintage cards, because as much as I don't like the current tops, doesn't mean I don't like tops. Doesn't mean I don't collect tops. Just always searching out auctions. A lot of these things that I'm going to show off tonight were not a lot, I guess half and half, were auctions. I saw this auction, and I don't own this card, so I figured, it's a PSA 1. Let me pick it up. It's 53 years old, going on 54 years old. It's from 1969 Topps basketball. It's a Wilt Chamberlain and a PSA 1. Much like the photo you see in front of you, the listing on eBay looked great, but it is a PSA 1. You can see fraying there on the corner, almost coming apart. And when I opened the packaging, it looked like there was a crack in the crease, a crack in the slab, and it's actually a crease there that's going up, actually, unfortunately, across his face, but you can't see that from arm's length. It's a 1, and this ended $80. So 3 blasters of the current crap, that Topps Chrome crap, or this. Actually less, 2.5, not even 2.5, or this. So I chose this. Again, it's a Wilt Chamberlain playing days card. It's either this or the rookie, the 61, and for some stupid reason, Topps being Topps, Fleer made 61, but Topps they stopped making basketball cards at 57, and then 69 they picked it up again, because Topps. So happy to have that Wilt Chamberlain in my collection. I do have a 70 that I've shown off before, but that is the first 1969 in my collection. Let's see. Yes, basketball. One more basketball card. I won this at auction. The last few episodes you've seen me show off some of these cards from this very difficult to obtain parallel, and it's this is a LeBron James 2005 exclusives, UD exclusives, which is numbered there. You can see it in the corner, 17 out of 100, and this was at auction, and this was less than a blaster and a half of Topps Chrome crap. You heard that right. The final bid, I guess because it was a 9, it was $56. And I guess it was one of the more famous consigners. The scanning they didn't do it any favors, because even in the listing, I knew what it was, but I didn't know it was holofoil because I had never seen one of these before. It's the last year for basketball that they made the exclusives, and it's LeBron's third year, so it's 2005. This card's almost 18 years old, and it really, it came in the mail today, and I opened the package, and it really presents well. I mean, it's really nice. You can see there the exclusives part is in hollow foil. Really, let me see if I can. It looks better in person than it's showing up on the camera. But, it's a card numbered to 100. LeBron James. I'll add this with the Jordan that I've added and a couple of Gretzky's. I've actually got a couple more Gretzky's that haven't arrived yet. Again, card numbered to 100, 18 years old. One of the best players to ever play basketball, no matter what your feelings of him off the court. We'll go into that another time. Happy to have that in the collection. As I said, it's the first time I've seen that. Since I've started hunting these down, it's the first one I've seen listed, and I was happy it was, sold via auction, and I basically won it for a heck of a lot less than I was planning on. Let's see. I picked up this 1957 Topps. Again, I buy Topps. Doesn't have to be the current crap, but I buy Topps. 57 Topps, Gordie Howe. I've never owned this card. I don't know if I've even seen this in person enough to pay attention. It's a gorgeous card. It's a beautiful card. I mean, it works. The red of the Red Wings with the background, and it just works. This is a beater copy, but it wasn't cheap. Obviously, the centering could be better. It's just like 57 Topps baseball. But, I think that Gordie Howe is an all-time great. To me, it's Howe, Orr, and Gretzky. It's Gretzky, Orr, and Howe, or Gretzky, Howe, and Orr. However you want to, whatever word are the top three, in my opinion. And I think his stuff, his playing day stuff, is fairly underappreciated right now. This is his last card. This is 79 O-Pee-Chee. It's 6.5. It's a little off-centered both ways. But it was $15. And I did not own I have a Topps, but I did not have the O-Pee-Chee, so I figured, best plastic in the game, I'd add that to the collection. Let's see. Here's the cheapie that came in today. This was $6. It's a 1982 O-Pee-Chee scoring leaders Gretzky. Decently centered. It's a 92, which I think is a 8.5 now. Really old flip with the gold label on the back. But, I'll pick these up if it's cheap enough. This was super, super cheap. Ridiculous. I don't know if you can get a raw copy for $6, to be honest with you. It's... Normally, I'm searching Gretzky. I think Gretzky is, in the hobby, is extremely underappreciated. The guy won 8 MVPs in a row and 9 in 10 years. So he won 8 MVPs in a row. Then they gave one to Mario, and then he won one the year after. Speaking of Mario, I picked up a CSG 8.5 of his second year Topps. I've never owned this card. And again, best plastic in the game. It's not even a contest at this point. And, this was way cheaper than a PSA 8. Again, my preference is PSA, but I'm not stupid. And, I've shown all three companies here tonight so far. I don't have much use for BGS anymore, unless the price is really great, and I'll show you why. Because I picked up this BGS 8.5 72 Topps Bobby Orr, and I had to ask the seller because the picture was not very good. I said, "Is it in a baggie?" He said, "No." Well, sure enough, it is. Came in, I opened it. It's like, oh no. Oh, I'm so furious. Let's see if you can see the baggie. The baggie is even wavy. It looks like crap in the baggie. It just takes away from the presentation. The best, clear, like glass, plastic, the best. And they have to go in, and maybe the card is oversized and they didn't have the it wouldn't fit in the mold. The traditional mold that they have. Then don't slab it. Send it back to the person who submitted it. This just takes away from the presentation. It's a distraction. I don't like PSAs with baggies. I don't like CSGs with baggies. And BGS only uses baggies, so they're out. But man, the price was just so good on this, I just decided to keep it because this was excuse me. It was like 40% the price of a PSA 8. So I had to go for it. I'd like to talk to them maybe at the show next year. Can you fix this? At least can you put in a proper baggie that doesn't look like a wave potato chip? But other than that, it's a beautiful card. The centering is very nice. This card's 50 years old, guys. It's 50 years old. It's Bobby Orr, he's still living. It's 50 years old. Like I said, interchangeable top 3 player of all time. With him, Gretzky, and Gordie Howe. Up to you. Especially hobby-wise. Let's see. A couple more. I had shown off the I think it was last time or 2 episodes ago, the 98 Gretzky UD game jersey from Playing Days card inserted in packs. So like I had said, it was only that Ranger jersey and then an All-Star game jersey the year before, so you never had any Playing Days pack issued Edmonton Oilers jersey cards. But I still wanted one in the collection. So I went ahead and found this one. It's from 2001, so a couple years after he retired. Pieces of Glory insert. It's from the Upper Deck Vintage release. I did some research on it. It is numbered to 50. 33 of 50. And it's got a piece of game stick too. Game use stick. Supposedly. Whatever. Like I said, it's numbered to 50. I like that it's got the orange from the Edmonton jersey. And, it's a box topper. I think there were 50 cards in it, or a significant amount of box toppers. But again, this was the price of 3 blasts of top scrap. Glad to have that in the collection. I would like to find a Gretzky St. Louis Blues game jersey. I don't know, card. I don't know if they made one. I've got to reach out to a couple people to find out if they actually made one. So I've got the Rangers, Edmonton and the Rangers. It'd be nice to have St. Louis. The power of friends in the hobby, having them, talking to them. I wouldn't even know this next card existed if not for a friend of mine. And technically this card was never released. And it was released, I guess you could say it was a backdoor card. Funny with Topps Chrome subject, but it's from what should have been 2021 SP Signature Edition Legends It's a canvas card, and it's a Wayne Gretzky canvas card from, I think it's the 82 or the 80, I think it's the 82 All-Star game when they wore Campbell's jerseys and Wales jerseys. I remember watching these games on TV back then, and this was just too cool. So when, my friend showed it to me, I was like, I gotta have that card. If you ever see another one, please let me know. And he did wind up seeing another one, and he let me know. And I won it. It was in Canada. Big surprise. But, it won't make it out on the... It's got the canvas feel to it. There's the back. Just a great looking card. Gretzky getting his free car and plate for being the All-Star MVP. Just a great card to have in the collection. Like I said, never issued, so I guess it's technically not an official card, but there it is. And the seller had, he had it professionally cut to traditional dimensions, so it came in a top loader, and I was able to get it in this one touch without issue, which was nice. So I've got one more card. This is a special card, and when this auction was listed, a friend of mine is very connected with SGC. So I asked him, is this legit? Is this crap? He goes, no, it's legit. And it's of 1970 O-Pee-Chee SGC 7 Gordie Howe. And what makes this card special is, because you can see it there on the flip, Patrick Waugh collection. So this card belonged to Patrick Waugh, who in my opinion is the greatest goalie ever. We can argue with him and Brodeur at another time. Point being is that he owned this card, and then he had his collection graded by SGC. I don't know why, but he did. I guess because they could do this. And was very happy to be able to... There were a lot, even some of Patrick Waugh's own cards. There were some... I don't know if there were any Gretzky's. There might have been a couple. There were a lot of Orrs, a lot of Howes. They went for a lot of money. For what it is, they went for a lot. Not this one. This one was under 4 blasters of Topps Chrome Crop. So I wanted to have, this was one of the last listings. I had lost a 71 Howe O-Pee-Chee 7. Actually wound up going for twice as much as the 70, which maybe I just don't know enough about the releases that, the year after went for double the year before. I don't know about, high numbers and whatnot. I don't know enough about that, but the centering on this is very good for a 70. I'd like to pick up the Orr in this release, but that's quite a bit more expensive than Howe at this point, because, Howe started his rookie cards from 51 Parkhurst, so this is a 70, so he had a 71, and then he had some WHA cards, and then he had a 79. But very happy to get this in the collection because it belonged to Patrick Waugh. So to me, that adds a little provenance, or whatever the word is for it. And, the condition of it is secondary to, its previous owner. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. I want to thank you. If you've made it this long, I want to thank you for being here. Your support is why I do these. I don't do these for financial gain. If you've seen any commercials during this one, it's only so I can keep the lights on, so YouTube doesn't kick me off, because I'm making them money, not myself. But I want you to remember a few things. I want you to ask questions. Topps, what's with all this BS? Why are you screwing up all the time? Why are you lying to us? You know, we're the consumers here. We made you who you are.